The transfer window is open once again, so we're going to have a look at the 10 times Manchester United smashed their own transfer record to sign a football player. So these are the 10 most expensive players we bought at the time. Starting in 1993, on the 19th of July, we paid £3.75 million, a huge sum at the time, for Roy Keane. And what an absolute bargain it was. The engine room to all that success in the 90s, and right now, someone who is criminally underrated when you consider the likes of legacy that David Beckham, Paul Scholes and Ryan Giggs have. This man captained that midfield. Number 9, and our first January signing. On the 12th of the 1st, 1995, Andy Cole arrived for the price of £6 million, and also Keith Gillespie. He came from Newcastle and the man was on fire. And he finished with 121 goals for the Red Devils, which I think we can all agree is a fantastic return. Number 8, and a totally unique man in the world of football. I'll get back to that bit in a minute. It's Jaap Stam. He arrived in the summer of 1998 for £10.75 million. So why is he unique? Well, he is the only footballer that Sir Alex Ferguson has admitted it was a mistake to sell. He thought he'd lost a bit of pace, he says, and so he moved him on. Turns out that wasn't right at all. There's also that claim that what he wrote in his book annoyed Fergie a little bit. Suggestions are tapping up. Fergie denies all of that, obviously. He says it was all about, did he lose a yard of pace? And he didn't. He's quality. Number 7, we just mentioned Jaap Stam. He was a club record buy for 1 month and 19 days. And then what happened was we bought Dwight Yorke for £12 million. And what a signing he was. He formed one of the great partnerships with Andy Cole. We've gone from Aston Villa, and it was a bargain. So, Jaap Stam held his transfer record for a month and 19 days. Dwight Yorke held it for 3 years until 2001, when Ruud van Nistelrooy arrived from Eindhoven for £19 million. He arrived after a long layoff with a big injury. There were concerns that he had a dodgy knee, but 150 goals in 219 games suggests it was money well spent. Number 5, 19 days after the signing of Van Nistelrooy, United smashed the transfer record again when they paid £28.1 million for Juan Sebastian Veron, and it should have been so good, and it just wasn't. He had a brilliant performance in the 5-3 game against Spurs, you know, the one where we were 3-0 down and came back to win it, and then ultimately he was sold to Chelsea for £15 million, which says more about his United career than I can. Number 4, it's the 23rd of July 2002 and Manchester United have just paid £29.1 million, a sum that is still one of the biggest ever paid for a defender, and absolutely nobody should be in any doubt that it was totally worth it to secure the services of Rio Ferdinand. Boy was he good at football. He created one of the great defensive partnerships with Nemanja Vidic and just won everything. Everything. Number 3, Deadline Day 2008. Back in the ages when Deadline Day was actually exciting, Manchester United smashed their transfer record, £30 million on the classy Bulgarian Dimitar Berbatov. A few moments of complete wonder aside, that turn versus West Ham, the 5 goals against Blackburn, the hat-trick against Liverpool, Berbatov wasn't quite the catalyst people thought he might be at Manchester United, but his legacy lives on. I've named my dog after him. Number 2, and only our second January signing on this list, on the 25th of January 2014, David Moyes did the only good thing he really ever did as manager of Manchester United, and he signed the greatest player in the Premier League. Of course he did, it was Juan Mata, and what a brilliant buy it was, a 2-time Chelsea Player of the Year, the World Cup winner, Europa League winner, which will help us in our current times, his experience in that competition. But anyway, Juan Mata, who doesn't love that guy? And number 1, on the 26th of August 2014, Manchester United paid the highest price they've ever paid for a football player. It's still the record price for a football player in England. They paid £59.7 million for Di Maria. And that did not go too well. He didn't turn up for pre-season at the end of the season, and fans have taken to calling him a snake. He's a great football player, but not a Manchester United player, it turns out. So let us know, do you think the £59.7 million barrier will be broken soon? Will United break it? If so, on who? Let us know your thoughts, get in the comments below, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Welcome back guys, Squawker Dave here on Full Time Devils, and I'm going to go through the 5 signings I feel Manchester United should make in January.